Hi, this is Ryan Bryson of Bryson Wildlife and Land Management, and today we're going to talk about using edge feathering for deer manipulation. Okay, so what we have here is we have this overgrown cedar tree patch along the edge of the draw that comes up that is actually a funnel that these deer use to travel quite a bit along this property. What we have is we have a food plot that I've planted that's clover alfalfa, and we just interseeded it into winter rye. And this food plot is located directly in between one of the main 15-acre timber sections on this piece of property that is primarily the bedding area. And then right to the south of it, we have an agricultural field. And then right to the east of it, we have one of the main funnels that comes up through the property that connects through the agricultural field into the property which I hunt. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut these 3 to 4 to 5 foot cedar trees down. And we're going to use them to cover the fence row to fill in the gap. So on both these sides of this food plot, I have tree stands that I hunt based off of wind direction. I either hunt one that's situated right in the funnel, or if the wind's going the other way, I hunt one that's on the corner of the bedding area that exits out into the ag field or into my food plot. So you can see here what we have is we have this open hole in the fence, and the last couple years hunting this property, I've seen the deer that move through the ag field, or they're coming up through the funnel, and they want to go to this opening in the field because it opens up right to an edge of the food source that you see here. So what we're going to do is we're going to close this fence line in using these 4 to 5 foot tall cedar trees. We're just going to stack them along the fence line. We're actually going to interline them almost in an X pattern so they're overlaid together. So hopefully that will divert the deer and manipulate them to go to either one of the two stands we want to hunt. So a very simple way to do this, cedar trees are very abundant on a lot of recreational properties. So it's not hard to find these cedar trees. The things you're going to need obviously are a chainsaw and a way to transport them, because it will, depending on how big the gap is that you're trying to feather, you will need quite a bit of cedar trees to do it. I think for this edge feathering process, we cut down probably about 30 cedar trees that are about 4 foot tall, and we interlined them through the fence line. One thing that is also nice with doing this with edge feathering, if you're not only deer hunting, you're trying to promote other wildlife habitat on your property. What this also does is create a great habitat for quail. Quail love to be along fence lines normally, but they like to be hidden kind of in a small brushy area that they feel protected. So doing this edge feathering, especially along a fence line right next to an ag field, this is going to provide a great habitat for quail, especially in the winter months when they're trying to stay warm. They're trying to stay confined and feel safe from predators. So this is another great project to do if you want to improve your quail habitat on your property. It will help the pheasants a little bit. They're a little bit bigger bird. They won't like as tight as a structure, but they will use that to bed in and roost in and feel safe. Okay, so now you can see here we've completed our edge feathering. We've got this fence line here pretty much completely covered to where it's not going to be extremely easy access. It's going to divert them closer to the point of access we want them to take on the property, and we'll keep them and it'll manipulate them to do what we want them to do. So like I said before, this is extremely simple. This takes a couple hours to do. You can have this done, and it can greatly improve your chances of hunting this fall. I hope you enjoyed this video. We were able to bring you today, and it brought you some knowledge on edge feathering, and it will bring you success going forward in your hunting this year. Our next video that we're going to cover is interseeding winter rye into our already established food plots, and what that can do for you going forward into the winter months and the late seasons of hunting.